Bookers, we are live, coast to coast, live video. Now here's the thing of it. At first I thought I'll just keep my videos to the friends list only, but then that kind of makes it unfair for my fans who aren't friends with me on Facebook to watch. So, yeah. Hey, Dana Archer, how goes it? You're quite welcome, Carla. Yeah, Carla messaged me on Facebook and she's like, a couple of my friends would like to see you live on Facebook and they can't because they're not friends with you. I'm like, well, that's understandable. So end that last live stream and come back at it. Just some delicious cigar tobacco. Hello. Mitch Carey, how you doing? Shout out to Heather Lightbringer. She says, finally, my first King Cobra signing live. Any chance you could use some vocal covers tonight? Possibly on a YouTube video, yes. I might do like one. I don't know. Can you tell a spooky story? Well, I don't have any at the moment. Except for maybe a couple of ghostly encounters that I've had. Like, it got to a point, like right after I saw my first ghost, it literally, from that point, it was like my inner psyche was opened and I became more sensitive to the paranormal. In fact, I speculate that the reason why the ghost in my apartment is so comfortable with me is because it could be a distant cousin of mine from the past. And that's just speculation. I'm related to the Scottish clan, the McNeils, whose clan colors happen to be black, green, and gold. Go figure. Which is why I made this wand black, green, and gold with a touch of silver and glow in the dark on the tip. It's a Slytherin wand, and yeah. Now for this next batch of wands, I'll be switching over to classic leather, which nothing wrong with that. If I sell anywhere from 8 to 12 wands, that makes me some money. And it's better than nothing. I've been doing my research on Etsy, and if I want to make a fire opal scepter, I'm gonna have to pay 75 bucks for a necklace, and which means I'll have to jack the price of the scepter up greatly because, yeah, this is fire opal. It's a pretty stone, but it's expensive. And you see when I move it, it changes color. Now I was gonna return it, but I figured why not save it for a potential girlfriend if she's been around long enough. I can make her a ring with the fire opal as the center. That'd be cool. I mean, sure, any guy can go and buy a ring from K-Swiss, but you can't tell me that chicks don't think that shit's sexy. They'd be like they'd be bragging to all their female friends about how their man made that for them. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. That's how you treat the ladies. And now I can see why fire opal is so expensive. It's because of the way it looks when you shine it in the light. But that is something I plan on doing for a scepter on Etsy one of these days. I can get 75 bucks saved up. Boom. I can order a nice necklace from Etsy that has a fire opal in it, and I can take the pendant part and stick it in the handle of the scepter. And like literally Facebook, I could wrap the bloody chain around the handle of it with some leather and copper. That would look nice. Yeah. Excuse me. One thing I've noticed, though, is that making wands is great for my stress. I just sit here and whittle them out, put them together, you know. It didn't take too long to process 12 wands, so I'll make another batch of 12. That gives people more chances to buy. I'll make as many as I can with the leather that I have. That's all you can do. Yo, Cobes, can I send you a shirt? Thank you, Carla. It's quite the sneeze. With my subscription count growing on YouTube, I feel like there are going to be more people who are going to want a wand. And thus far, I've had a lot of returning customers. And I think the people who ordered wands from this batch are definitely going to be satisfied with their purchase, for sure. Just a matter of time and waiting patiently. 2019 hasn't exactly started off the best, but I'm making the best of it, if that makes any sense. Now, there's several people who have left positive reviews, but this review stands out. Andrew Peterson writes on March 24th, 2019, "It took a while to get here, but it was worth it. Holding the wand in my hand, I can feel the vibrations of some sort of kinetic energy flowing from the wand down to my elbow. I don't know what I am doing yet, but I'm ready to learn. I was able to knock a few empty beer cans off of the table just by pointing the wand at them, but I know it's capable of so much more. Can't wait to release the full potential. Good stuff." And this was on the gold wand that I made, solid 5 stars. This is one of my gold wands that I had with the copper wrapped around the handle. Yeah. And if you're going to wrap anything around a wand, copper, leather, or hemp would be about your best option. Yeah. So the wire I used to make the handle for this wand works really good too. It's a lot easier to cut than the other copper that I got. And you can see right here the different colors that I did with the spray paint. This one took a minute to make, but it was worth the wait. Now, the big difference between a wand like this one and something maybe a little bit bigger is the time it takes to make. For example, this thing right here. I used leather on the handle, and then there's copper right there. And then here's the quartz crystal at the top. Yes, now something like this would take a lot longer to make, which is why wands like this one on my Etsy store are a lot more expensive. This right here is a smoky garden shaman quartz crystal. I picked it up from the Wonder Gift Shop over on ACWY Avenue here in Wyoming. They have a beautiful selection of quartz if you ever go to check them out. And this part right here glows in the dark. Like scepters like this take a minute to make. This started off as a stick, and then I whittled it, carved it with sandpaper and a bark carving knife and some snippers. It faded from like black on the handle to like a nice rich dark green on this part right here, and then it fades into this glow. Yeah. A scepter like this would easily be $64 on Etsy, and that's a fair price considering all the materials that are going into making something like this. I mean, I walk around town with this thing sometimes. I've gotten stopped for carrying it a couple times, but once they find out it's a magic scepter, they're like, oh, well, there's something you don't see every day. But that's just the kicker of it, is Christians and Mormons can walk around and harass people with the Bible all day. But the second I walk around with a magic scepter, all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden now we got an issue. But no, every time I got stopped for it, I've always been very polite and respectful, and it makes their job easier, and therefore it makes my life easier, you know. This one time someone told them, oh, this is dude walking around with a knife on the end of his stick, and when they stopped me, like, you got a knife on the end of your stick? And I'm like, a knife? Oh, no, this is a garden. This is a smoky shaman garden quartz crystal. This ain't a knife blade. And this right here is basically a real wand at its finest. I mean, this is a beautiful addition to my collection for sure. This is one I'm quite proud of that I made. This thing's got some energy to it. Holy shit. Let's see if I can get some kinetic energy to line up in the crystal. Maybe some like green chi to float in the middle of it. Yeah, there we go. I seen that. Whoa, there we go. I seen that. I seen that shit.
They exited out the front door. They had no idea what they were in for.
1 second. Hello? Making a video on Facebook. What are you doing? I'll have to get back to you on that when I'm done making the video. That's understandable. Well, yeah. That's understandable. All right, yeah. I'll give you a call back here in a second. All right, thanks. I probably should have put my phone on airplane mode before starting the video, but that's quite all right. See, the trolls didn't know I had the phone off. They could have been prank calling me this whole time. But I don't overreact to it anymore, so for them it's just getting boring. They're getting desperate to troll me. Facebook, I've seen it. And the desperate methods in which these people go to harass me is pretty sickening, but I don't let it stop me from being professional, let alone, you know, making videos. Or being myself for that matter. You know what I'm saying? Facebook is like, what is this crap? People are like, oh, you're almost 30 and you're dressing goth. grow the fuck up. And I'm just like, okay, being an adult is not about how you dress, it's about the decisions you make. You could wear a goddamn pink cowboy hat with a purple feather for all I give a fuck. I'm just fucking saying. And of course, here's this attitude our society has. Oh, it's 2019. It's a PC culture. We can't make jokes. No, it's not about making jokes. It's about respect. And quite often, and this is the best part about being a male, best part about being a male is if I try to show women respect, I get told to quit being a kiss ass and women don't need to be saved, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, it's not about that, dude. It's about treating your fellow human beings like human beings. And if you can't get that, then you're stupid. And it comes down to the golden rule: do unto others as you'd have done to you. So if you wouldn't want someone being a dick to you, then why be a dick to them? Yeah. I suppose the only difference between me now and me when I was younger is if I was younger and I didn't like you, I'd bully you if I didn't like you. And that's only because people bullied me, you know. When I was younger, if I didn't like you, I'd bully you. And that's only because people bullied me. But now that I'm older, I'm like, if I don't like you, I just, you know, do the best I can to coexist because quite frankly, I'm sick and tired of drama. You see it all over in real life, and then you see it on social media, and it's just like, oh. And if you want the bullying to stop on social media, it's a group effort, Facebook. But it's gotten so bad that you literally watch a video on YouTube about pickup trucks, and someone comments, I like Fords. Someone else responds with, well, you're a douchebag. Fords are for pussies. Real men drive Dodges. And I'm just like, oh, if you talk like that, I bet you use words like libtard. Here's your sign. I bet if you use words like that, you probably also use words like libtard. Here's your sign. No, I've never understood the appeal of stupidity and being an idiot. I mean, if you can help it, you can help it, cool. But if you can help it and then you choose not to, and then complain because life sucks. Like there are some people who are, they can't help it. They can't, what I'm saying? But if you can help being stupid and not having enough common sense, and then you choose not to exercise the freedom to common of sense. The thing about having common sense, it don't cost you 2 cents. The thing about having 2 cents, it don't cost you 2 cents. The only cost is sometimes people don't want to hear it. And if you choose to be stupid on purpose, knowing that, I'm just saying. Hey Josh, can you accept my friend request, bro? Maybe, yeah. I get a lot of friend requests, so don't take it personally, but it takes me a while to go through them all. I'm looking a little scraggly. Makes me wonder if my shaver is fully charged. And if it's not, I'm going to have to plug the bastard in 1 second, Facebook. Oh, beans. It's fully charged. I'm going to give myself a quick shave. I'll be right back. I'm not going to shave the mustache or the goatee, but the scruff around it's kind of looking, you know.